Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. I've tried to record this intro like 4 times. This is my 4th attempt. How's it going so far? This is longer form content. I really watch the video alongside you and I react to it. I talk a lot. If you're not into that, please click away from this video now. I understand. I hope you come back an awakened goon, but currently that's not you. Hopefully I'll see you in my timeline in the future. More crazy, creepy, weird For You page content. We're gonna get right into it. Let's do it.
Dad, move your hair.
What the hell is that thing? Hold on a second.
I think it is a UAP, but currently I do not know. In the future, we may find out this is just the military trying out their new hovercraft of sorts, you know? They figured out the gravitron. They're now using gravity energy with no thrusters. They can just mimic the gravity. I don't know. Bob Lazar said it's a thing, all right? It's got to be doing the thing. All right, let's keep it going.
This chip that can produce basically stem cells. You guys check it out.
Only about the size of a cufflink, the device itself is small, but what it could represent is enormous. In this laboratory at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, researchers demonstrate the concept. Simply place this chip on an injured part of the body and apply a small electrical current.
This process only takes less than a second. The chip does not stay with you, and the reprogramming of the cell starts.
That reprogramming turns skin cells into nearly any type of cell doctors might need to treat a patient. A breakthrough technology in regenerative medicine. For example, in a leg that is badly injured and lacks blood flow, doctors simply touch the chip to the leg and reprogram the skin cells to become functioning blood vessels.
In many cases, in 7 days, you start seeing changes, and these changes persists.
Within a week, there are active blood vessels, and by the second week, the leg is saved. In fact, in lab tests, it even worked in the brain, helping mice recover from strokes. In humans, this could allow doctors to grow brain cells on a person's skin under the guidance of their own immune system. They could then harvest those cells and inject them into the brain to treat conditions like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. And no immune suppression drugs would be necessary, all by using a patient's own cells in a brand new way.
Wow, that is crazy. Here I am getting ready for the pig anomalies. Oh, Teddy, I'm built with a pig kidney, pig heart, pig brain. I'm like, all right, buddy. I mean, that's you now. But that's a real thing. People are really getting their organs replaced by pig parts. And like a combination of their genetics and pig genetics to produce these things to stop the suppressing that sometimes happens, right? Quite interesting. I didn't know there were microchips that can actually do this. I feel like, hey, what other things can we do? You know, it literally feels like, can I get to the point that if I get hurt I can just spray stuff on me and then boom, I'm healed within a day? Is it Harry Potter world yet? Oh boy, I can't wait. Oh, Teddy, just put on this microchip, you'll be alright. Don't worry about that broken bone and nerves. Everything's gonna be regrown. Your skin cells are gonna be the one. All right, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to save the lives. Doctors are going to have such an easier job once this. Daddy, you don't understand what they're doing. They're microchipping us all. All right, let's keep it going.
1 million hours is 114 years and 54 days. I'm going to experience 1 million hours on this earth. You live in two different mindsets. I live in a mindset that I just keep getting healthier and happier, more balanced. Life is more effortless. My system, that is my entire body, is more efficient. And I can show you in blood work, in net worth, time, and I can show you in qualitative data that I have collected about how I feel about my life, work, and health, that I am in healthier physical condition, wealthier, more balanced, and happier, which only proves to me there's no reason why you can't keep getting healthier, happier, and wealthier for the remainder of your life. Then I'll just fall right off a cliff. You know? You know what I mean? Whatever it ends up ending. But I want to live with absolute intention, and I want to experience every moment that I get into and feel the vividness and the richness and the beauty that is the human experience.
Bro, this guy looks so familiar. I can't. Rob Durdreck. Why you look so familiar? All right, yeah, this guy is definitely, he's basically describing manifestation. I'm all about that. He is living healthier, better. He believes this to be 100% true. But I got news for you. You'll never be the young buck that you were before, buddy. But hey, mentally, you can be much better than you were at that state when you were that young buck. I may not be physically as strong as I once was, but mentally, oh, Teddy, you know the things. Yes, mentally I am going insane and spiraling every day. But, we just keep recording and everything's going okay. Ridiculousness. No, I did a thing, didn't I? I did a thing. Yeah, I love this. I agree with most of the statements here. What is going on here? I am not sure. What are we looking at? Animatronics? Is this like Disney's robots that, hey, we can film all the scenes with our own robots? We don't need human stuntmen, stuntwoman. I said both. You just stunt people, all right? Yeah, you stop it. You stop it. Teddy, you shouldn't have said any genders. I know what I did. You stop it. Yeah, I feel very I'm not even sure if scared is the right thing. I'm all for this. Let the cyborgs come in. Let them start. Let them start. I want it all to happen. I'm sorry. I'm crazy. All right, let's keep it going. Oh my God, what are they going to use those robots for? Imagine. Are they trying to replace women? Oh boy. Is that the future? Oh boy. Daddy, I don't need to go find a woman. I can just get a robot woman. Okay. Oh, okay.
In 1977, Philip K. Dick, the man whose works inspired The Matrix, spoke at a press conference where he proposed theories about us living in a simulation. He's talking about the Mandela effect, time changes, everything that's happening now, things that science is saying may actually exist. He was talking about in 1977, and they almost laughed him out of the fucking room. Check this shit out.
We are living in a computer-programmed reality, and the only clue we have to it is when some variable is changed and some alteration in our reality occurs. This, too, might account for the sensation people get of having lived past lives. They may well have, but not in the past. Previous lives, rather, in the present, in perhaps an unending repeated and repeated present, like a great clock dial in which grand clock hands sweep out the same circumference forever, with all of us carried along unknowingly, yet dimly suspecting. But I doubt if we will ever be able in any real fashion to demonstrate, to scientifically prove that such lateral change processes do occur. Probably all we would have to go on would be vestiges of memory, fleeting impressions, dreams, nebulous intuitions that somehow things had been different in some way, and not long ago, but now.
Bro, I'm 100% gonna win this simulation. You goons already know. I say it in every video. We're gonna win the simulation. Manifestation is the key. Yes, this guy was laughed out. They all laughed at him, Teddy. They all laughed at him. Yeah, who's laughing now? String theory is a thing. Simulation is a thing. They found binary code. They found computer code in the most minuscule of atoms, right? Like even smaller than that. Like the matter itself, they're like, oh my God, there's binary code in this. How is this possible? Yeah, potentially we're in the simulation. That is a theory. I'm 100% with that theory. I do believe my religion says reincarnation is a thing. I'm going to keep coming back and I'm going to make sure I win. I have past lives and I have been to fortune tellers and they have told me that I have past lives. They've told even my wife that she has had past lives, and they've said that we found each other multiple times. This ain't the first time I met my wife. I'm like, whoa, the simulation is just putting us all together, or those fortune tellers are telling me exactly what I want to hear. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going, hey, I already knew I was going to marry a girl named Emily before I even met Emily. The name just came to me. I was like, I knew this was going to happen. I just had to find the right Emily. I don't know why. I always knew. All right, let's keep it going.
Did you go vegan for the animals? And was it...
Oh, you wade straight in, didn't you? It's like a hand on the ass. Did you go vegan for the animals? Is that the whole question?
Was it part of your spiritual journey?
Fucking vegan. I was nagged into veganism by society. Nagged me into it. Like, no, I was vegetarian from when I was a little kid, 14. Because of the Smiths and because of like, oh, what they do, what in factory farms, you know, like they're just too brutal. And then my mate Simon Amstel, he's a very good comedian, made a film called Carnage, which is like sort of like talked about like in 50 years, people will look back and go, hell, they eat animals. Like you can see, you know how it's very difficult for us to envisage the things that future generations will look back on and go, what? But here are some of the things. Homelessness, they'll definitely go, oh yeah, they used to just let some people sleep outside. But why? Because they didn't have enough? Oh no, there was enough. Ironically, there were empty buildings that the homeless people could have lived in. But they had an imaginary economic system that existed as a concept in their minds. Was it a real thing? Oh no, it was pretend. Like Australia or America, just things that people have made up. Whee! This is America. How do you know? Well, there's a flag. It's just made up. It's not a real, actual thing, is it? Like, particularly when you look at Europe, France, Germany. When did it become Germany? There, that bit's Germany. Well, it's all just made up. Weren't even called Germany 100 years ago. It's all just a load of fucking made up bullshit. So anything that's made up, actual real things from happening, like, you know, protecting the planet, developing conscious relationships with each other, that's all got to go. We can't be overly protective of that shit. That's the real zeal. That's the real religious fundamentalism. The absolute totalitarian extremist capitalist consumerism, an ideology so vast and all-encompassing we can't see its edges because we're born into it and we can't see beyond it. That's what Mark Fisher meant, capitalist realism. This is reality. We've tried everything else. This is what we're going to do. Who are the people that propagate this information? Oh, people that benefit from it staying the same. Who are the people that say this is the only way things can work? People for whom it works really well if it stays like this forever. This is so for me, the veganism happened because I saw some other film. What was that called? What the Health, with this dude Kip Anderson sort of talked. He showed how, like, the diabetes, heart, and cancer foundations of America were funded by like sort of meat and dairy and egg industries, and they give the advice on what foods are healthy. And we've known for a long while that the information we used to get about diet in like the 1950s, it was never these are your main food groups, your bread food group, your egg food group. That's just shit they could make cheaply. That's it. We can make this shit cheap. Get them to eat this shit. That's not what we're not meant to eat any of that. It was all a big fucking mad coup. So the reason to come vegan, it was sort of like anger, actually, thinking about it now. And I'm still angry because I'm fucking starving.
Vegans always appear to be starving. What the hell? No, I'm just kidding. Hey, you guys are your own diet. I'm not going to force anything on you. I am not that type of person. We're very neutral here. We are goons. By the way, double check. Did you smoke the like button on the way in? Are you a TV goon pretending like you don't have to interact with the video because you're watching on the TV? Teddy, I don't know how. I'm not going to do that for you. I just watch the content and just eat my pizza. Hey, you stop eating and you figure out how to interact with the video. At least do that for us. Look at this. Look at the suppression they've been doing on this channel. One day, we're manifesting that this is all going to be over, and we are just going to climb like anything. The Ganja Goons gang is going to take over everything. All the other reaction channels are going to know what the Ganja Goons gang has in store. I love Russell Brand. I never knew that his energy is very similar to mine. I was like, dude, I follow this guy the entire way. The systems are fake. And many years in the future, we're probably going to laugh at all the crazy things we did. This is all made up stuff. We're following made up rules. We choose to follow this because we believe the system is there to make us better by following the system, but the system is rigged itself. Only the people that are benefiting are the people that receive funds from you. Hey, pay this and you get this. Keep paying. But now I'm in debt. Keep paying. But I have no more. Keep paying. What the hell? So yeah, the question was veganism. I guess now he watched some films. And he did the whole thing. He's ADHD. He must be. Like, there's no way. I followed him the entire way. I'm like, I understand you, sir. Yeah, I liked everything he said. Veganism is your own choice. Do whatever diet feels right for you. I'm not going to push any agenda onto you. All right, let's keep it going.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw. I don't remember where I saw this. I think Leah showed me this. Somebody took a video of the eclipse from their phone, but they put their phone through a welding mask, and they aimed the welding mask up at the eclipse and then put their phone through it, and you could see every few seconds it would flash, like the whole sky would light up, flash, these real bright flashes. And in between flashes, under the eclipse, you could see three, what looked like, they looked like moons. Looked like moons, just a little bit smaller than the sun, the eclipse itself. If I find it, I'll send it to you. I can't really explain it very well. It's just that every like 3 to 5 seconds, a big bright flash would come from the sun itself.
Guys, I have a secret. I watched the eclipse with solar eclipse glasses and without solar eclipse glasses, because there was a certain point I couldn't see anything with the solar eclipse glasses. There was too many clouds, but I had enough cloud coverage I could see the sun. I didn't experience any bursts. I didn't have a welding mask either, but like physically seeing it with my eyes, and my eyes are completely fine. I still got 20/20 vision. I just had a checkup. I kid you not. I was like, doctor, I gotta tell you something. The ophthalmologist like, yeah, what? I'm like, I looked at the sun during the eclipse. You think my eyes are hurt? He's like, we're gonna check. And then he checked and he's like, oh wait, you're completely fine. I'm like, all right, that's great to know. Oh boy, why did I use these in the first place? But yeah, welding mask, 3 moons, 3 other planets, whatever it may be. I did not experience it. I've seen plenty of videos from the eclipse timeline. I guess whoever experienced that is still stuck in that dimension. Luckily, I hopped. My timeline is still continuing. Let's keep it going.
Dave, yes, that's his name, Dave. He was David Rothenberg. He was set on fire in 1983, suffered, as you can see, terrible scars.
The visit to his Encino house was very impromptu.
I think I was at the Encino house.
In the hospital at the time, I was in interim. Back and forth, hospital at the time, I was in interim. Visit to his Encino house.
I think I was at the Encino house.
His Encino house.
The Encino house.
Hello all, this is Dave. How are you? I want to thank each and every one of you for your overwhelming support. May God bless you. I love you. Good night. For all of your support, and may God bless you all. I love you. Goodbye.
Goes into the room. 20 minutes later, he comes back out. And I'm like, okay, shit, where's Mike? The guy that came back out was like, I'm right here. I was like, this ain't Mike. I said, Mike, that's you? He came out looking like an old man with a long ass beard, this little hat move and his trench, like a complete disguise. I was like, oh shit. So at this point now, I'm tripped out.
Michael Jackson was not just the king of music. Michael, who also had a talent for disguises, was also the king in this regard.
Hey, I want them all to be alive. Every single artist that has passed, I want them all to still be alive in some dimension out there. Unfortunately, in my current timeline, this person is not alive, and many people have this theory about Dave being, you know, either Michael Jackson back in the past when he went through the burn incident, and that's when he emerged, they say, but really he's been a childhood friend for Michael, and I'm a big Michael fan. I love Michael Jackson. You have no idea. I love the moonwalk, all right? The Michael Jackson moonwalk, not the other moonwalk. That other moonwalk I don't know about. Did it really happen? Yes, maybe it did. Wait, what? Yes, this Dave Day conspiracy has been there since I started the first reaction on my channel. The very first video, which is a members only video, I believe had the same type of video in there, and it is a wild theory. I really hope that one day whoever this emerging person that has faked their own death, the Machiavelli of our time, that artist will come out and be like, hey, I Machiavelli'd myself. I was alive the entire time. I don't know if it's going to be Michael, but there's many theories that, hey, it's going to be someone that's big. Hey, maybe we'll experience it in this timeline. Let's see. Time will only tell. Let's keep it going.
Hey, remember when I told you they were going to start feeding us crickets?
Well, it's happening. It's actually been happening, but it's happening on a larger scale now. You're not actually going to see cricket listed in the ingredients. It's going to be called ashita. I don't know how to say it, but it's going to be in things like your protein powders, your protein bars, breads, grains, anything that they can put it in, really. You know, the thing about crickets is they literally will become what they eat. One of the big cricket farm producers, they tested their crickets, and they came back to find that they had a high level of arsenic in them. Another study examined 300 crickets, and 244 out of those 300 were infected with parasites. What really gets me is they want you to think that this is like a beneficial source of protein, but you need 10 tablespoons of cricket protein powder, cricket flour, whatever you want to call it, to equal a 3-ounce serving of meat. 10 tablespoons. Anyways, just a fair warning. Continue on with your day.
I mean, there's many cultures outside of the United States, and maybe some people in the United States that still eat bugs today. And it's part of their diet. So crickets, I'm not too crazy about myself. I'm not out here eating crickets either. But I'm sure there's some way in shape or form they've added it to our food fillers or some BS like that, and I've somehow eaten it and not even known. Would I eat a cricket just like blindly? No, like just whole, completely whole? Probably not. But if it's somehow given to me in a different form, it's like, oh, it's not cricket, it's a Cheeto, Teddy. I'm like, is the Cheeto good? Yeah, Cheeto's real good. Yeah, Cheeto's real good. Can't get the stuff up. What is all this orange stuff? Is this really cheese? Oh my God, I'm just kidding. At this point, manifest your health, manifest your food, figure out that, hey, it may all be poison that's being given to me, but it's healthy poison. That's what we're looking for, the healthy poison. All right, let's keep it going.
So if you put a plant up to a radio tower, it will transmute a frequency or a sound wave through the plant. This is absolutely crazy. The sound is coming through the plant. Just watch the video. Are y'all seeing this? This just goes to show you that radio sound waves can be transmitted through plants. I found that absolutely crazy that it didn't even need a speaker. Sound waves was emitted directly through the plant. So frequency waves can be transmuted through organic objects. And we learning something new every single day, ain't we? Now I'm curious, y'all let me know what y'all think about organic matter transmuted radio frequencies in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
I mean, it only makes sense. The radio waves have been affecting everything. There have been lots of documents saying, hey, microwaves and radio waves affect everything. And I'm like, hey, as long as the microwave is contained and no microwave waves are leaking out, you should be okay. I did a project in college, trust me. But no, they're like, nah, it all affects you. Everything's being torn apart. Everything's being, no world left behind type magic here. Yeah, so this is definitely wild. I also go to when people tell you you can extend your car key range by putting it under your chin. Your head acts like an antenna extender. That stuff actually works. It's wild. I was like, dude, how is this happening? It doesn't click here, but I do it here. It extends the signal somehow. Makes no sense, but it's a thing. So yeah, if I can be an antenna, why can't a plant be an antenna? So it makes sense. It makes sense to me. Let's keep it going.
Thing is going to result in women are going to be segregated. Dude, what would happen if you meet your best friend's wife, right? And in your head's like, yeah, I'd like to fuck her from behind.
And then they know about it.
It's going to be disastrous. You're going to have to learn how to curb those thoughts, homeboy.
Never going to happen.
It's a blink. It's a
Never
blink.
going to happen.
Wait, how did I... And mind reading is going to ruin friendships. 100%. 100% this could happen. Unfortunately, I feel like not every human being out there is thinking with their you know what, but it sounds like, hey, most men do think with their you know what, and unfortunately, I may be most men, because, like, what if I'm caught doing this, or like I catch one of my friends doing this, and how do I react? What do I say? Yo, buddy, thanks. No, what? Oh my God, Teddy, you gotta open up. This is the thing. I don't want to have mind reading powers if this is gonna cause the chaos of humanity. But then again, if I do have mind reading, is that even gonna be a thing? And then again, are we just seen the robot people? The human beings may just adapt to a robot woman. You don't know. We may completely change. We have no need for women now, Teddy. We figured out the robot stuff. Okay. I mean, we can still have women though, right? Nah, no, I'm just kidding. We love you, women. We need women. It's okay. It's okay. We're all containers. They need us in some way, shape, or form. They may not need us in this dimension, but some other dimensions, they're looking at us and they're like, ooh, we need the men too. Damn it, aliens, stay where you are. Teddy, the aliens are us. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna keep it going. I'm spiraling, I'm telling you.
The moment you feel tickle in your throat indicating the beginning of cold, it's when you have the opportunity to either avoid it completely or at least minimize its discomfort. And that's the truth. And what I use is herb. There's an herb called mullein, M-U-L-L-E-I-N. There's also a herb called fenugreek. But let me tell you what they do. They soften the mucus so that the mucus can flow. In fact, the word mucus means to flow. And it's getting rid of the common cold. It's so common because the cold literally turns into what we call flu. It just means you didn't do anything about the cold. Or the worst part is you did do something about the cold. And that was the worst thing you did because you took Bayer, Tylenol, Robitussin, some drug that what it does is dries the mucus up. The body was trying desperately to get rid of it. That's all it was doing. It's no different than the waste when you go to the bathroom and have a bowel movement.
Oh, I love that. I love that. This is like basically Dr. Sebi type stuff where he's like, hey, you only have one disease and that's mucus. So this guy's pretty much saying, hey, if you get mucus, just let your body just take it out of you. It's just a waste byproduct it's trying to get rid of. Let the mucus out. Don't use any of the remedies that they say because that's drying it up. I kind of relate to all of this. I'm with this guy. I like this. Let's keep it going.
Have to have permission to do anything at all anymore. Anything you want to do. I thought this was America and I have to have permission. I have to get a permit to build a fence in my backyard. It's not even in the front yard by the road. My backyard, that fence right there. I was required to pull a permit just to build that fence. Now, did I do that? That's none of your business. But I was supposed to pull a permit to do that. You have to get permission to do anything. I have to pay the government like $30 a year just to go fishing at the lake with my son. Oh, I have to pay you? I have to get permission to go fish? Did you build the lake? No, God made the lake. Why am I paying to go fish there? It's unbelievable. I don't understand. I thought this was the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yet you can't even build something on your own property without getting permission from the government to do it. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people have to pay money to hunt, pay money to fish. What, you think I'm going and taking all the fish out of the lake? I'm catching and releasing, my guy. I don't why. So why am I paying you just to show you my little card and say, see, I paid you money. Now I'm able to be here at this lake that you don't even own. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. I'll never understand it. I want my free country back.
I would also love a free country as well, and it sounds like this guy's following the rules and regulations or not following the rules and regulations. Teddy, he didn't pull a fence permit. You know that. I know. He didn't pull a fence permit. Or we don't know. Allegedly. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting thought. I kind of understand the lake thing with the fish. You know, you pay the $30 because there are lakes out there that are man-made that they need to put fish into it. So the $30 goes into the pool and they refill the lake. And fishing is just a hobby. You know, this guy's catching and releasing. Some people are eating. It's a little bit different out there. Eddie, they're off-grid. They need to be eating those lake fish. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they even eat the lake alligator. The lake crocodile. You don't know. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's very upset. I can understand the upset as well, but what happens is people don't follow the rules and regulations and they start hunting extinct species and then boom, we've now completely made the Bengali tiger extinct because we overhunted. So we need people to also understand, hey, hunt, have fun, but like understand what you're impacting and make sure you're not killing endangered species. And as long as people understand that, I'm all for that. Maybe they don't need the card, but the card does help mitigate the issues with the education that is required there. Hopefully they're paying attention and passing for real. All right, let's keep it going. We're going to do just two more, Teddy.
You remember when they said don't look up? Yeah, I think you're going to want to look up. Yeah, we're going through some strange times. There's been a lot of strange things that's been going on in the sky. As y'all can see in this video behind me, lights on, lights off. They just all disappeared. We just floating in the middle of the sky. They kind of resemble palm trees. Some say this is a description of what angels look like. Strange! If y'all don't know we need some strange times, well now y'all know we need some strange times. Even then, we have jellyfish-like creatures that's just floating in the middle of the sky. I think it's time to call SpongeBob and Patrick to go jellyfishing. Oh yeah, let me not forget, people recording the whole videos that look like doorways that just opened up in the middle of the sky. Like I said, I think it's about time that we start actually looking up. Because we have definitely shifted our timeline or in a different realm. Oh yeah, and let's not forget, y'all remember when this UFO was spotted flying over a US Army base in Iraq or Iran, somewhere in the Middle East. Yeah, once again, these jellyfish type UAPs. That's not even a small portion of what I have on what's going on in the skies. I get a strange times in the comments. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, I think it's time we start actually looking up. Follow me on YouTube for the exclusive.
Bro, I will tell you, I recently started looking up and freaking myself out. I would, be out there smoking the like button, looking up at the night sky, and then all of a sudden, weird things happen. The stars don't no longer look like they used to back when I was a child. I'm like, why are they all, moving? And, I can see, movement in the stars now. Was that always like that? I thought they were just white specks back in the day. Is my vision just that much better? Can I truly see the stars for what they are? Something ain't adding up. But yeah, there was a lot of jellyfish type videos that he showed. Even the first video where there was shadow demons coming in and out. I call them shadow demons. They call them UFOs, UAPs. But oh boy, was it just a spiritualistic thing with the doorway and stuff? I don't know. It could just be an explained meteorological event, which is just hey, the clouds were just less there and you could see the light through. They were less dense there or something. I don't know. But quite interesting, guys. Start looking up. Don't freak yourself out at night. It sometimes gets spooky at night. I get quite interesting at night. We're going to do just one more to end them all.
Did you hear that Bill, and this is not conspiracy. This is, I fact checked this, but Bill Gates is global warming, right? Bill Gates is trying to do something about global warming. So one of his ideas is that we need to cool down the sun. You can't cool down the sun. So what do? You create some sort of shield to make it as to kind of block the sun.
Okay.
So he's working on some sort of technology that kind of blocks the sun, the UVA, UVB rays from the sun to help cool the planet.
Okay.
I know you're just hearing this probably, so any initial thoughts about that?
My initial thoughts are people that are hyper successful in one area tend to believe they'll be hyper successful in all areas, and I'm not, I'm a little suspicious if their genius really extends to all facets of life.
Yo, I'm 100% with you there. Just because you did the computer systems rights doesn't mean you're going to figure out global warming, Bill Gates, or anything else that you are meddling in, appeal. Teddy, he's going to figure out how to save all the fruit and vegetables without anything. He's going to use appeal. Oh my God, there's so many things this guy's just throwing money at because he is part of the 1%. He's the one that has money. He can throw around the money to whatever. He's like, it may help, it may not help. Who knows? I'll be long gone by then. In his mind, who knows what he's thinking. But yeah, this definitely feels like he's going to fry everything. He's going to put a magnifying glass or some type of lens to help retract the heat or whatever he's trying to do. But I'm like, nah, it's going to turn into Futurama episode where everything just gets burned like a laser. Wait a second. Is this direct energy weapon that already exists? Is this already there? Oh my God, Teddy, they already have it up there. That's how they're doing the thing. You don't even know. I don't even know. Yes, crazy things are happening in this timeline. I'm ready to win it all. Hopefully the goons, you are with me, and we're gonna manifest the winning. That is it. I hope you guys had fun. I want you guys to check out these other videos that are popping up right now. The one in the middle lets you subscribe. That is it. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.